reward. Need to reach 100 favor to get the reward. And we're at 5. Lots of work to do there, but let's do the date. Date. Miku's mana was unstable after she was sealed, so Katori asked me to accompany her. After each performance, I would wait for Miku at the theater exit, but today she came out with a sad expression. Yes! I told you guys, this is a good Christian anime, and we managed to give her heterosexual therapy, or sexual conversion therapy, that's the one. She's calling us darling. We turned her straight. Success! Mike Pence and his electroshock therapy would be proud of us. Miku, what happened? Stage planning? Isn't that the job of the organizer? So, you take this performance very seriously, Miku. Anyways, of course I'm a terrible person. I'm streaming this game. A good, decent person wouldn't. Haha, I see. Any idol would look forward to such a shining moment, right? Oh, look at the sunshine! But the answer won't suddenly appear if you just think about it. And she's calling us darling so many times, it's kind of strange. We haven't finished her story, we just unlocked her with crystals, so I'm confused why she's suddenly straight and attracted to MC-kun. Actually, I've seen the stage designs of some other girl groups before. Well, of course. One of them might also be a spirit just like you, and you know the rule, we gotta keep growing the harem. No, that was before I met Miku. Ah, smooth save there. I noticed that the stage designs that attract people's attention all have some deeper meaning. Such as fairy tales, they seem more inscrutable because they have connotations. Pat her on the head. Because you're just an idol and you can leave thinking, and idols have brains even mushier than Bring Stabbity's Kinako bread brain. MC-kun's idiocy brings all the girls to the yard for some reason. Yes, it does. However, those stories or inspirations all come from life. That's right, so you can't hurry it. Miku needs to relax now. Baby, just relax. Let's head home. We'll have a good time. Netflix and chill. Or on a date, that works. Huh? Stop making the L for loser sign with your fingers, and then I'll go on a date. No problem, but don't you need to rest, Miku? Huh? Miku approached me, grabbed my arm with an intoxicated expression. This is actually biography, this all happened, JD says. An NY's next waifu. Oh, not bad. Actually, that's nice waifu NY's. Thank you. More of a fan of longer hair, but it's nice. I have no idea who that is that you linked me, NY Snow. Flowers? Of course, a girl wants flowers on a date. Why didn't I think of that? Every flower seems to have a special story. Admiral Akbar says it's a trap. No! You got me! Darn it! Having said that, we pushed open the door and entered the flower shop. Strange. Why would the shop owner be absent at a time like this? Miku and I strolled around the flower shop, but the owner didn't show up. There was a huge, beautiful princess made of flowers in the center of the flower shop. This must be the forest princess. Of course. No problem, I never thought idol Miku would initiate a group photo. I nodded, took out my phone, and took a few pictures for Miku. We played around for a while, but the owner didn't show up. Huh? That's a good idea, and it would be perfect. If we can discover the story of the forest princess. There's no other way. Let's go somewhere else and come back later. Miku and I wandered near the shop, and hurried back when the day was getting darker. Unfortunately, by then the flower shop was closed. Just as disappointment was sinking in, Miku pointed through the glass door towards a sign in the flower shop. Ah, it looks like the story of the flower princess. I pulled out my phone in a hurry and took a picture of the sign with the zoom lens. After discovering the story, we continued the stage crew the next day. We contacted, yes, let's actually read that correctly. After discovering the story, we contacted the stage crew the next day and began to rehearse. Okay, let me find that photo. I pulled out the photo I took at the flower shop and read the story of the flower princess. Once upon a time, a beautiful princess lived in the forest. She was a child of the Tree of Life. Every spring when the flowers were in full bloom, the forest princess would wear a colored dress, with flowers blooming on her body and birds singing on her shoulders. As I was reading, the ground suddenly shook, and the whole stage slowly rose. The audience who were watching the rehearsal also came together. Wow, what's going on? Now it's time for the forest princess to come on stage. Miku? Just then, Miku appeared in the forest princess costume, and the audience went wild. Please don't stop and continue reading. Okay. My eyes were attracted by Miku's dazzling outfit. It took me a lot of effort to focus on the story. One day, One day, the forest princess was playing with the white foxes in the forest, when the prince of a neighboring country happened to pass by even. Miku performed correspondingly as I told the story. A few white foxes appeared and ran around Miku. The forest princess invited the prince to play in her forest hut and offered him a fragrant tea full of love. By love, do they mean her juices? At dusk, the prince reluctantly left, determined to ask his father, the king, for his blessing to marry the princess. The following winter, the prince came to the forest with a line of gifts 10 miles long to propose marriage. But the princess was nowhere to be seen. The prince searched in the black forest of fallen leaves and came to the princess's forest hut. The forest princess was wearing a dress of withered leaves and shaking in the corner of the hut. As I read this, Miku slowly fell to the ground, crying with her face covered. The princess cried and told the prince that she could maintain her beauty only in plant-flourishing seasons and would become hideous in autumn and winter. Distressed at what he heard, the prince embraced the princess tightly, saying he liked her kindness and innocence. Moved by the prince's words, the princess dried her tears and regained her vitality. Her dress began to blossom with flowers once again, and the birds returned as if it was spring. It turned out that as long as there was love, the princess's heart would forever be in spring. The audience watching the rehearsal applauded. Of course, I'd love to. Huh? Oh, thank you. Haha, okay, fine by me. If it can perfect Miku's performance. Ah, look at that. Lovely picture. And with NYS I agree, that little bit of thigh gap there. Miku asked me about stage design. I took her to the flower shop to find inspiration.